Mabibi na mabwana, kama kawaida jina langu ni Wanjiro. Na hey, leo tunaongelea mapenzi. Nani hajawahi pendwa? Nani huyo? Hata na kanyau kenyu. Ama hata na ile kuku ambayo ulikuwa unagojea Christmas. Muishije, ulikuwa umeipenda na after kuikula ukaipenda zaidi. Hey, I have been in love. That's for sure. Washa niwaambie. So like earlier on in this series, I hope you'll watch like the previous videos. I'd mentioned that I lived in Shags from like when I was, I think, in class 5 to class 8. So in that time when I lived in Shags in class 5 to class 8, and I lived with an aunt of mine in Shags. So afternoons, like every afternoon we'd be free to do, because in the morning you do your house chores and you help out with, you know, house, just being a girl, being a woman. Lakini in the afternoons you'd be free. So kidogo nikaanza kutembeanga kwa shosho yangu na kakijana kafulani. Kakaanza kunifuata. So siku ya kwanza akanisimamisha, anataka kujua jina yangu. Siku ya pili, it just started as a funny thing of, I'm sent to the market and I see this dude and there's a way he looks at me and I'm in class 7, so I'm like, oh my goodness, oh Jesus, come down from heaven and hold my hand. I was head over heels. I was gone. There was no turning back. Sister. There was no turning back. So I really liked this guy. And the funny, I think what added salt to the injury was the fact that he studied with a cousin of mine. So my cousin actually came and told me, hey, but there's this guy who we're in school with and he likes you. Hey, what are you telling me? A guy likes me. I'm in class 7. My hormones are standing like Mount Everest. Oh, I'm gonna go with the winds. Gonna go with that flow, girl. So me, I was gone. And then let me tell you, love in Shags was the cream de la cream. Atukua generation ya masimu, ma tablets, ma WhatsApp, ma Instagram, ma Facebook. No, it was the generation of kubaiana ngumu na kugojeana at a certain hill. Mkienda kanisa na unajua Sunday tu ndio siku naweza muona. Ama kama si Sunday nitaenda karibu na kwao, I become a bee. I just buzz around there, seeing whether the girl will come down or she won't come down. If she doesn't come down, unaambia shetani ashindwe hiyo siku. Akikuja chini unaambia ufalme wa Mungu teremuka. Hii ndio siku yangu. So for me it was always, there was that excitement of, gosh, I'll go to the shop and then I'll actually meet this guy by mistake. Oh well, it was because it wasn't planned or anything. And then I'd be like, oh Jesus, I've been longing to see this guy and I'm finally seeing him. I don't know about you, but me, I was always so excited. I was always so excited to see this guy. Wow, I think because ultimately this guy was like the first person who'd shown me affection for quite, when my hormones they're just sprouting up like fire. It was a thing for me, and I felt like but there this guy, like, you know, the way in Shags, they're like local schools. He used to school in the local schools. Me nilikuwa board in private school, but it didn't matter. In school there were people who wanted me to be their girlfriends, but it didn't matter. It was the fact that this guy used to meet me in a shop and he used to buy me ngumu. And let me tell you, me, I was sold on ngumu. Na nilienda, by the way, on ngumu. Na ngumu say ilikuwa 5 bob. Hata ilikuwa 10 bob. Na hata kwa na buy ngumu mbili. He couldn't even afford to buy himself an underwear. So it was a ngumu for 5 bob. And me, I was gone. Shiro was gone. But this thing felt so special. It felt so special. So the deal breaker for me was the fact that, now by the way, shamelessly, Shiro cheated. Shamelessly. after this guy has put in so much effort, Shiro atabebe, si watake kuwa mannerless zingine. Still cheated. Still another guy who wanted to buy me ngumu. Mishiro, nitakula ngumu vizuri sana. And you know, at one point, this guys actually came to realize that they're dating the same chick. But then, after class 8, I went to Nairobi, so that was how that relationship ended. But yo, I think this was the very first time I actually felt something for somebody, and it was special, and it meant something. And I remember I actually went and find out where they lived. So nowadays when I go to Shags, I always want to know whether he's married. Na akona watoto wagapi, lakini grown up Shiro is mature enough to know that Shiro, the past, you live in the past. Hallelujah. Tusonge na radi. So yo, what's love but to do? Love is pure. Love is kind. Love is gentle. Love is not self-seeking. Love is not self-centered. Love is not fractured. Love is love. Love is pure. Love is precious. Love is kind. And above all, love is meant to be enjoyed. And love is God. Bless up.